All right, so now we're going to be talking about soap dispensers, paper towel dispensers, toilet paper dispensers, and our air fresheners. So here I have our soap dispenser. It looks exactly the same as our hand sanitizer dispensers. There is a couple ways to do this, but we have tried to install keys that are already mounted into the dispenser itself. So this should be fairly easy to get at, but if you look up underneath, there's a little white key right there, and if you push that key up, this front pops out just like that, and it sticks up for you to change the cartridge. On the left hand side, there's a little arrow, green arrow. If you push that to the right, the whole cartridge will slide right out. So if I can do it with two hands or one hand. So I push this up, slide it out, and that takes the cartridge out. When you install it back in, you just line it up, push it on, and shut it down. That's good to go. Over here, we have our toilet paper or our paper towel dispenser. Pretty straightforward. Comes out the bottom. Just pull. Comes right out. On the side of the machine, there's a little key slot. That key will be on your keychain when you grab for the beginning of your shift. That key looks like this. And when you put it into the dispenser, take your key. These are my keys, but has the same key on the shared key set. Turn the key, pop it open, and it pops right open. So this is a little bit tricky, but pretty easy. So if you see, there's a little tab right here that says paper, and it slides up and down. So let's go ahead and we will rip it, and it looks like you're putting in a new So this is very similar to what it would look like when you need to install a new one, but this one would be empty. So on both sides, you just pull out the tabs, pop it out, and that's what the empty dispenser looks like. Now, on the side of the toilet paper, or on the paper towel roll, there's little slats that look like that. They need to line up with this plastic tab right here. And there's two tabs. There's one here, and then there's one on the other side. So when you do that, the easiest way to remember it is when you put the paper towel in, it's going to come out the bottom, and it's going to come from the back forward. So what I like to do is I like to get the one side in first that doesn't have the slats, and I slide the other side over. And as I'm doing this, I can kind of move the slats to line up with the slots that are in the paper towel roll itself. It's a little bit finicky. Should slide into place just like that. Now in order to install the paper, we go back to the original button that we saw right here, the little lever, and I pull it through. Just like this. Then I slide it up a little bit. Shut the door. Sorry, don't shut the door yet. On the bottom, push the release button to come out the bottom. Pull down, and you'll have your paper towel. Then you can shut the door. Then in order to shut it, just hit it, and it locks shut. All right. The next one is your toilet paper dispenser. These are all the same throughout the entire facility. Same thing with the hand sanitizers. Same thing with the soaps. Same thing with paper towels and the air fresheners. In addition to on your key chain will be this key right here. And there's two little slots that it slits into. You just push it in, pull it out, and you access your toilet paper roll. Doesn't matter which way it goes, whatever you prefer, as long as they're full and fully stocked. And then when you're done, you can let it hang down, install your toilet paper, just pull out, put a new roll on, shut it, make sure it locks into place. Pretty easy. On the bottom, this does slide back and forth. When one side's empty, you can slide it back and forth and it'll make sure that the other roll is able to use. All right, so next is going to be our air fresheners. On your key, you will also keyring. You'll have a key that looks like this. This little tab in the middle is hollow. So you just go up to the air freshener. On the side, there's a little key. I can't reach it. You put it in there, turn it. There's a little button on the top. I don't know if I can see it, but try. You push that button and the dispenser comes open, and then you feed it in and you go ahead and install a new air freshener or check that current one that's in there. On the side of it, there's a little black lever, and that'll be your power switch, on and off. And as you'll notice, there's a green light that blinks every once in a while. Waiting for it, there it goes. That means the battery's full and everything's good to go. Once you're done installing a new canister, put the key thing back in, turn it clockwise, and it'll lock it in place, and it'll be good to go. Also inside there are the batteries. If you need to change out the batteries, they take D cells, but it's pretty straightforward on how to do that. Just make sure they're facing the right direction. All right.